Imagine waking up on the African savannah and seeing one of the most extraordinary animals on earth walking silently across the horizon. With incredibly long necks, graceful movements, and beautiful patterned coats, giraffes seem almost like creatures from a different world. But behind their gentle appearance is an animal perfectly adapted to life in Africa. These are the gentle giants of Africa. Welcome to Golden Ranger Tours, where we explore the wildlife, landscapes, and stories that make Africa extraordinary. The giraffe is the tallest living land animal on Earth. An adult giraffe can reach around 5 meters or more in height, with males generally being taller than females. And that extraordinary height comes with some fascinating adaptations. Their long necks allow them to reach leaves high above the ground, especially from trees such as acacia and other broad plants. But here's something surprising. Despite having such a long neck, giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, just 7. The difference is that each vertebra is enormously elongated. So, how does a giraffe eat from trees covered in sharp thorns? One answer is its remarkable tongue. A giraffe's tongue can be around 45 centimeters long, and it is adapted to grasp leaves and strip them from branches. Its tough mouth and tongue help it deal with thorny vegetation. And those long legs aren't just for walking. They can also become powerful defensive weapons when threatened by predators. A giraffe can deliver a devastating kick. A lion may be one of Africa's most famous predators, but attacking a healthy adult giraffe is a dangerous business. But there is an incredible engineering problem that comes with being so tall. How does a giraffe pump blood all the way from its heart to its brain? The answer is one of the most remarkable adaptations in the animal kingdom. A giraffe has an exceptionally powerful heart and a cardiovascular system specially adapted to cope with the enormous pressure created by its height. And when a giraffe lowers its head to drink, its body has to deal with a sudden change in blood pressure. Special adaptation in its blood vessels help regulate this pressure. In other words, the giraffe is not simply tall, its entire body is designed to make that incredible height possible. For a long time, giraffes were thought to be almost completely silent, but scientists have discovered that they communicate in more than ways we once realized. Giraffes can produce different sounds, including low-frequency vocalizations that may be difficult for humans to hear. They also communicate through body movements, posture, touch, and other behavior. And giraffe mothers are extremely protective of their calves. A young giraffe enters the world already facing the dangers of the African wilderness. Within a short time after birth, a calf is able to stand and walk. That ability is essential when predators are always nearby. Life on the African savanna is a constant balance between survival and adaptation. Giraffes spend much of their day feeding, moving from one tree or bush to another. The incredible height gives them an advantage. From high above the grass, they can see across large areas of the landscape, and they aren't always alone. Giraffes may be seen moving together in groups, while mothers and calves often remain close. Their presence also forms part of a much larger ecosystem. Where giraffes feed, they interact with plants, birds, insects, predators, and many other species. Every giraffe is part of a big African story. And did you know that not all giraffes look exactly the same? Giraffes have different subspecies and their patterns can vary significantly depending on where they live. Some have large irregular patches, Others have darker and more complex patterns. Particularly fascinating giraffe is the reticulated giraffe, famous for its beautiful, clearly defined network of white lines surrounding darker patches. And here in our East Africa, giraffes are an unforgettable part of the landscape. Seeing one in the wild is very different from seeing one behind a fence. There is something magical about watching a giraffe calmly walk across the Africa wilderness. But the future of giraffes depends on protecting the places they call home, habitat loss, human-wildlife conflicts, illegal hunting, and other pressures that can threaten giraffe population in different parts of Africa. Protecting giraffes means protecting the ecosystem they live in. It means protecting forest, grasslands, migration routes, and the incredible variety of life that shares these landscapes. Because when we protect wildlife, we aren't only protecting one species, we are protecting an entire ecosystem. Tall, graceful, powerful, and surprisingly complex, the giraffe is far more than simply the tallest animal in Africa. It is a symbol of the beauty, resilience, and misery of the African wilderness. And perhaps that is what makes encountering a giraffe in the wild so unforgettable. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of giraffes, subscribe to Golden Rangers Tours for more wildlife stories, African destinations, and unforgettable adventures. Until our next adventure, keep exploring Africa.